Okay, let us try and get this done quickly. Oh, what in the hell? Okay, we may need to come back. Hi, Wedding Wanderers. My name is Assumpta, and welcome to Ave Creations TV, a home for busy professionals and entrepreneurs who want to plan a timeless, sophisticated, and unforgettable wedding celebration or special event. Welcome, welcome, welcome. In today's video, I'm talking about the benefits of small weddings, so if you want to hear more, then stick around. So at the time of recording this, I don't know when you're watching, a few months down the line, a few years down the line, we are towards the tail end of a global pandemic. As a result, it has affected all industries and quite heavily so the hospitality industry and the wedding industry. Billions of pounds have been lost so far because celebrations are not going ahead as per usual. And now that they are allowed to go ahead, the guidelines are very, very stringent and you can only have small weddings. And while I know this has altered the plans for a number of people, for some who were always planning on having a small wedding, I guess this doesn't apply to you, but for those of you who were having larger celebrations or even hadn't started planning at all and now are thinking of having a smaller celebration, I just wanted to share 5 quick tips with you as to why having a small wedding is a fantastic idea. So here we go. So first things first, having a smaller celebration, a smaller, more intimate wedding or party means that you save money. It cuts your costs either in half, by a quarter, or whatever the amount. Having said that, that does not mean that you're going to have a cheap wedding. So small doesn't automatically mean cheap, because you could have a small wedding and spend the same amount of money that somebody who was having 300 people at their wedding was spending. So it's all relative. But in theory, if you're keeping the same quality as you would have if you were having a larger wedding, it's going to cost you a lot less. So that's a huge bonus. Secondly, venue sourcing can be easier. The reason why I say can and I am not giving it as a hard and fast rule is because next year and the following year, venues are going to be quite oversubscribed because weddings have been postponed to this year and moved. But generally, if you are having a smaller wedding, it's kind of easier for you to find venues because you don't have to take into consideration capacity limits. And even if you do find a slightly bigger venue than the numbers you need, you can always make it smaller or create a chill out area. There's a lot more you can do. Whereas if you find your dream venue and it can't accommodate the 300 people that you want, there's nothing you can do to make it bigger unless you have a marquee outside, and then you're not in the and then you're not even with the property. So yes, a smaller, more intimate wedding means that you can really find some beautiful tiny spaces to use. Thirdly, you can spend more time with your guests on the day itself. Intimate weddings mean that you can go from table to table, people can come over to you, and you can have a really nice vibe and get to speak to everybody and enjoy the day with everyone. I'm not sure if you saw my video with Olivia from Newlyweds where we debated big versus small weddings. I was team big and Olivia was team small, but if you go and reference that video or have a watch, you'll see that it ties in with what I'm saying now, but you'll all end up with one large shared memory and it's a beautiful thing. So yeah, intimate weddings are great because it means that you can actually speak to all of your guests and you don't fear going to one table knowing that you may not make it to your other 50. Next, you can pay more attention to detail and have all the things that you probably wanted and possibly wouldn't be able to do on a much larger scale. For example, if you wanted lots of flowers at your wedding, but you were catering for 300 people and now you're catering for 30, you can still have that big arch. You could still have the bouquet of your dreams because your flower budget has effectively gone up now that you're not having to feed so many people or pay for a larger venue. I mean, you could be having your wedding in your garden, but all the smaller details or bigger, more extravagant things that you wanted, for example, if you wanted a 5-course meal, you can now have those things because you have less people to cater for and you can go all out. As I said with point 1, a smaller wedding doesn't necessarily mean it's cheaper, it just means you can use your money in different ways if you want to. And my final point is that smaller, more intimate celebrations can be quicker to plan. Again, There's a caveat. It depends on how complicated you want your intimate wedding to be or how detailed. But oftentimes it's a lot easier to cater for 30 people and to plan all the things that would be needed because you need less of everything. So you could literally plan a small and intimate wedding in a matter of weeks or months if needed. Yeah, and that's it. If I've missed any key points off, then please let me know in the comments section. Let's have a dialogue. I hope that these tips help. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, then please subscribe. Hit the like button if you like this video and share with anybody that you think it may be of use to. And I will catch you in my next video. Bye.